What is up, YouTube? This is HeyhoBrando. Welcome back to another Palworld Egg Only Season 2 episode. This took me a little bit to make because of the simple fact of not a lot happened in this episode. I mean, a lot did happen, just not a lot that I find really important. We found a lot more pal eggs, thank God for that, and we also decided to change up the base a little bit. You'll see how this base looks, how I did in episode 1 and decided there wasn't enough space for what I have planned for this area later on down the line, so I was like, okay, might as well fix it up and change it around a bit, which you'll be seeing later on, and I'll even show you the beginning of that later on. But either way, thank you all so much for watching, and let's get ready to watch episode 2. So I don't know if I'm lucky or unlucky, because in the first episode I complained about the fact of I found a shiny land ball in the first episode, couldn't catch it. Shiny or lucky, I think they're called lucky, yeah, lucky. And literally, episode 2, we find another one. And that was my disbelief of looking away of like, oh my god, really? The first one being lightning, this one was actually dragon. So, unfortunately, couldn't capture it, so decided, you know what, if I can't have it, no one's gonna have it, and just destroyed it before it hit me with a dragon blast. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, really? Like, I must be either the luckiest or unluckiest of the fact of I had 2 lucky pals basically 2 days of recording this new season. Still going on my adventure, found another egg, the first egg of the day for the episode really, but decided to do one other little thing. Wanted to go after Chilled again to get more supply that we needed for the egg incubators, because we need as many egg incubators as possibly can. The end goal is to have at least 12 going on at a time, so that when we do get to the breeding part of when we get to that point of we can start breeding pals, I want to have at least be able to do 12 at a time. But of course, like, that's way far on down the line, because until we can actually get honey, we're basically screwed. We're basically screwed. Like, I can farm the eggs with the chickens I can kill. That's easy enough. I can just go around and kill a bunch of chickpeas and all that. But until then, can't really do much. Going over here, just making sure there's no other egg here, because that's where we found the egg in the last one, and still going on our little adventure. Coming up by the church with the bunch of iron, I decided to come up here and be able to save that for later on, because this one's more of like, I'll call this like my little iron deposit when it comes to just doing it for myself. Like, eventually when we do get enough pals, because we do need at least 1 mining pal for the other place. Like, we're gonna need to get enough pals that we can have for guarding and all that stuff. Like, now that I have at least 2 pals, like you'll see later on, I have at least 2 pals that can do guarding, but I need another water, and I need another handler to move things around, and I need at least a level 2 miner, because when you see how the base looks now, in a little bit, believe me when I say it's not going to be collecting the iron or the stone like how we did in season 1. Basically, to show off what the base is going to be looking like in the end, as you can see, I moved everything down over here. We're moving the farm for later on, so we can actually put some things on here. So we have the pal box now down here, and we're eventually going to be able to move this upward. This will give us much more space, and that rock won't be in the way. We'll be able to actually build over those fences and such like that. But at this point, I'm just going to be spending almost like 2 hours like dismantling everything and reassembling everything. At this point, when I took off the pal box, unfortunately, everything got disassembled. So I had to make sure that I had enough weight, because I haven't upgraded my weight. Well, we almost have it up to the 1,000 that we need, and then after that, it's just, you know, rebuilding everything from scratch. Once more, finding one more egg for my troubles on my adventure. Was able to find the Saul settlement and just check it around right quickly. I wanted to make sure if there was any eggs right here, because I've been told that at times there could be eggs here, but fortunately no eggs for this one around. Went back to base, showing you around, just basically showing how everything is going along. We got this all filled out, have all that going on. We have the upstairs going on here that will be putting our breeding area up so we can actually have more spaces for everything. As you can see, the rock is no longer in the way. Had 2 eggs that were able to check out and put a new one down. First egg I was really excited for with the fact of being Dire Howl. I was like, yes, great, got that mount back. Got a Hangoo, I believe that's how you call it. Came out for another adventure, found 1 more egg, a large electric egg. I know I'm just basically reading from my notes. And then when I came back to base, well, after I do come back from base, coming from over here, just to make sure I actually got this, we hatched the common egg, and it was deer. Don't know how to pronounce it, will not pronounce it. Don't know why I was jumping for joy. Not really a big fan of that pal all that much, being completely honest with you. But hey, you know what? It's another pal that I can have at the base working away for what I need it to be doing. Basically went on a small killing spree for leather and also the ores I need from these guys and also the penguins. The flame organs and the ice or the pal fluid, and also the ice organs would be great for me later on because I'm going to need it. These guys I need the leather for because eventually, because I believe I can make the pelt armor now, and everything at this point needs as much defense as it can. Still kind of surprised myself that I haven't brought any of the pals with me, but at this point they're all at base slowly hatching away. So yeah, like anything that happens, I did eventually die. It was my own stupidity. I was trying to get at an egg and I completely forgot about the stamina thing, so I died on there. But luckily I was able to get back, climb back up this giant bone and collect my materials, and luckily I was able to find a couple more eggs along the way right over there onto the right side. We got ourselves another large damp egg. Looking around, just making sure I could find anything. I was also making sure, testing, see if I could swim. Came over here, found 1 more common egg, and then off in the distance I actually saw a fire egg. So I was like, okay, that's actually pretty close to my base, because you can actually see my house a little bit right up there in the top corner of it. You can see my little house that I made. So I was like, okay, well, we got something new that we can get towards, going towards. So I was like, okay, I just had to judge how far I had to go. I was thinking to myself, could I swim it? Nah, probably the best idea not to swim it because I don't want to die again. So I was like, let me just get back over there. Came over and saw that it was a large fire. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm still waiting for it to hatch. Again, I'm just reading on my notes. I shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, we'll be seeing what that is in just a little bit. Yeah, the video's a little short today, so I decided just to end it off. We do a little bit of, you know, a little speed run of explaining what happened. Decided to go after a couple of these dungeons. Went after the pig or the warthog guy first. Pretty much an easy little dungeon to complete, especially now that the fact of I got a pal to actually help me out. This guy went down relatively quickly. Can't wait till I get a mount to ride on this guy, or a saddle, I guess you could say. Next one, we got this grass type that I always kept on saying, just a sheep Bulbasaur. This one was a little bit more difficult. Took out with a shield pretty quickly. Need to upgrade my armor relatively soon. But nope, just like before, this one went down relatively quicker than I thought. Next one, decided to go after Ping King. I was very worried of this one because the fact of, you know, you start off with 3, but I forgot, hey, lightning with water, very effective. So Univolt was basically the MVP in this fight. Without him, I definitely would not have won this fight. Or maybe I would have after a couple of tries, but first try with this guy was always good. Had to call him back because he got stuck on the thing, but took down the piglets, or whatever you want to call them. He dealt with Ping King, dealing huge amounts of damage to him that just made mine just look sucky in comparison. I mean, like, look at that. That took nearly half of whatever health he had left. A couple more whacks, he was gone. Another boss under our belt to keep on going with our adventure. Next one, we came over here to check how our eggs are doing. Checked out the common eggs, see what we got. Hey, look, we got one of those blowing up birds. Don't even know how to pronounce that one. And the rocky one, another Hangagoo. Yay. Came back over here later on just to check out how the other eggs are doing. We got the water one. Which one was that? Hey, look, Ping King. We just got him, so thank God on that. And the electric egg, Dazzy. I don't think I ever got that one. I can't remember if I did or not. But to end it off, we got one more fire type to check out. And I was actually surprised because it was a flame bell, but not only that, it was also an alpha type. So we got 2 alphas from the eggs 2 days in a row, thank God. I almost thought it was a lucky because I kept hearing a shiny, but it was actually just stuff it was carrying. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Episode was a little bit more shorter than what I thought it was. Don't worry, next episode I'll be actually going out, exploring a lot more, and actually, fighting bosses to make ourselves a lot stronger. So next, stay tuned for episode 3. We'll hopefully find more eggs, get to the place where we need to go, where our main base will be at, because with Pega King we got that level 2 mining, but we still need to find more pals for planting before we can send them there on that iron thing. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button if you're new. It's easy, it's quick, and it always makes me happy. Leave a comment. Could be chicken butt for all I care. Either way, until next time, this has been HeyhoBrando, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.